do it the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. 'Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Oh, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear all I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, oh, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, 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 we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, 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 we paint miniatures.
Hey guys, it's Shoshie from Shoshie's Magnificent Miniatures, and this is my lovely husband Mike.
Everybody.
And we are ready to do our show tonight. Thank you so much for showing up. I just want to say hi real quick to the folks that are in the chat. Looks like I got a bunch. Let me check here. There we go. Tiger Stark and Hydro Acid Clown 86, and this is your first live show. That's awesome. It's great to have you here. Hydro says, I've been following you for a while, but my work schedule is never good for catching streams. Excitement while typing. And I was like, aw. But I'm glad. I'm glad that you're here. You get to interact with me. You get to ask any questions you want. You have links go ahead and send them to Proto Maker, which is lovely husband Mike, and Katie I'm Obsessed, which is probably really happy that we've got some Kingdom Death today to paint. Hold on one second. I'm going to adjust something on my speaker. I always do this. Forget to turn off my volume on my own laptop. This is such a pain. Okay, got it off. There. All right. Bet. And Razar BR and Pixel Cruncher. Yay. And Rukin and Dingo. Dingo 1359. Yay. We sensed there was Cadium in the wind. Spidey senses. Yes, I actually got one of the survivors done. And Mike can click over so you guys can see her. I actually attempted some non-metallic metal, which you guys know me, that's not my thing. So I think I like it. It did not turn out too bad. I don't know, maybe I'll do some more and you can watch me attempt non-metallic metal. I still am not strong with it, but if you guys are okay with me learning it as we go, I'm okay with practicing it on stream. And let's see, Dingo says, I went back and watched the videos on skin tones and learned so much, but the same time get frustrated because I made it look easy. I'm so sorry. Well, I did a bunch of, we did the skin tones last time. I've got a couple other videos on skin tones. I just had Weird Brush. I did a one-on-one coaching with him because he was one of my $24.99 subscribers. And he got a half an hour coaching with me. So one-on-one, we went over skin tones together. So he really, I think he got something out of it because he was pretty happy with it at the end. The only difference was like the face that he was working on. The initial like base coat was rough, and so that caused the whole skin tone to be rough. But that was something that he said he's gonna try to fix for the next time. So let's see, what else do we have? Rawhide with 2 sickles. Oh yeah, that's my rawhide girl. And I decided I'm gonna do all of my rawhides with this teal base. So I put teal on all of the rawhide guys. Here's another one. Got one more somewhere. Where'd I put them? So I have so many survivors, they're everywhere. Just curious. No, is that it? No, that's. Nope. That's okay. Oh, here she is. She's like not standing up, so she doesn't look like a regular. So now that I have all of the colors figured out, I figured I could try. I don't know if speed painting is going to work. Last time we tried speed painting and all we got done was skin tone. But this time maybe we can get some more done. I'd like to get all 3 of these guys done in this little bitty session that we've got here. So let's get to it. I just dropped something. Hang on one second. What did I drop? Oh. It was a brush. Okay, I have brushes now. All right, let's put all of those away. We've got our rawhide example and the colors I've used. If you look carefully at her colors, we've got kind of an ochre, kind of a it's kind of a sepia, and then a navy blue. And if you break those colors down, it's red, yellow, and blue, right? The triads. What did we just have happen? Proto Maker subscribed. Thank you, Mike.
Got my free Twitch Prime.
Yeah, so. That's awesome. Very cool. It's good that if your husband will subscribe to you, then you're good, right? All right, let's do this guy because I think I could show you my non-metallic metal on this guy a little bit. So first of all, I'm going to show you.
Pulling your paper apart.
I'm pulling my paper apart. I am. There we go. Gotta put it down there.
Need tape?
Yeah. Do you have some?
I think so.
Okay. Well,
I got the Maker Desk of extreme awesomeness. So.
And I have paper towels ready. Oh, awesome. That is extreme awesomeness. You didn't miss anything, Deacon. I was just showing people that I got this.
That's not true. I subscribed.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Protomaker just subscribed for his Twitch Prime.
Special bonus. This
Special
subscriber
bonus.
gets to live with the
Yeah.
streamer.
That's true. So, as you can see,
A little
there.
low.
Oh, right there. How's that?
You were a little low. Now you're
Oh,
lower.
now I'm lower.
Up. 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 Not down. There you go.
Okay, that's a little high. Is that where you
Nope,
want me to
that's right in the
paint?
center.
Okay.
Well, when you got it pushed down on the table.
This is right where I want to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you can see, I've got like ivory, ochre, sepia, kind of like an Indian red color. Oh, didn't say that. Say, what's the other color? Deep red is what it says on the bottle. Or shrapnel red on this one is what it says.
Shrapnel.
Shrapnel. Oh, that reminds me. I have to tell you guys something real quick. So, if you are planning on going to Dragonfall Con, I have a code to give you guys. Give me 1 second. See if I can do this before my phone dies on me. Okay, so here it is. So this is the code to give to friends to fill the classes DF20717-hobby, capital HOBBY. And that's the code DF2017-hobby with a capital H. And it applies to checking out of the web cart. You pick badge and a class, and it takes $20 off your badge.
What?
And that is for Dragonfall Con. If you want to go and take a class from me, or I think it'll take it from anybody there, but that will take $20 off your badge.
Sweet.
And I know that Deacon was kind of talking about going, but even if you can't go, that's cool. I will see you at Adepticon, because that'll be my next con after that. There's a small chance. I'm not 100% if I'm going to War Machine Weekend yet or not. It's not a done deal. I haven't quite figured that out. All right, I'm going to attempt my non-metallic metal, and I want to point out, do you guys see where the white is hitting this axe the most? I'm just guessing this is some kind of bone axe, though. It's okay. We're going to make it... Yeah, I guess it is a bone of some kind, like maybe shoulder blades of some kind. Yeah, that's cool, Deacon. No, it's a warning. Okay. You can't afford. Okay, no problem. Hold on. And then, so... Whoa. Alright, now I got my chat all squared away. It is a bone axe, but do with what... Okay, so if it is bone, we won't do non-metallic, because it will look weird then. But I will show you guys... I'm going to attempt to do a bone axe then. That'll be good. So, I've got... These are my colors that I've already got on here. I've got... Steel skin. No, I'm going to switch to Rinflesh. That's the main peach color that I was using. Some of that on my palette. Actually, I did have some of this. This is pale skin. It's a little bit more yellow. And let's see. I'm going to put pale skin on my palette as well, because it is more, well, I wouldn't say yellow. It's more desaturated. It's got a little bit more white in it, I think. So we've already got this dude's leg. Oh, his legs are not painted. All right. Dude. That's because we painted the skin on all 4 of the other dudes.
Dude.
Man. Alright, I'm going to speed paint all the skins. You ready? This is going to be not fun. We're going to get the green out. Because I really, really want to get these done. Speeding painting. You get to see me speed paint. And if I lose my train of thought or forget to talk to you guys, bug me. Because that way I won't be just in my own world. Try to get some green down on these legs and hands. So when you're speed painting, you're just getting paint on the models, right? I'm gonna teach you guys. There we go. See how fast that is? That's a thin layer of the green. A little bit on the forehead. We've got a little bit on the neck. Check to make sure he's got, yep, I got the back of the legs already. Next. Oh, he's got skin painted, yay. But you can see this is actually the figure that I demoed skin on for Weird Brush. This is the model that I used to show him. So you get to see that. And then there's this last girl. And we will make her legs green as well. Because we decided bare legs for everybody because it is Kingdom Death. We decided that on the other day. Alright. You guys can't see it because the back of her leg is hidden under. I'm not even going to bother painting that because that's how little you can see of it. It's just black. So that's another way you speed paint, especially with this style of pre-shading. Don't forget the keyhole. All of these figures have these little open chested keyhole things for the women.
Keyhole.
Yeah. More green. So, we were going to do a giveaway tonight, and I kind of talked about this
Oh, yeah.
before, yeah. Not Weird Brush, sorry. The Bug King and one other person, I don't remember who it was offhand, but they both decided that they were going to raffle off their half-hour tutorial with me, or they got a half an hour of one-on-one coaching from me. So that's what we're raffling tonight. We're gonna raffle off. Should we just do 1 hour instead of two half hours?
Probably.
I think that would be better. We'll just raffle 1 hour coaching. That way you get a lot, and it'll be one raffle. It'll be easy. Everybody gets one ticket.
The max of one ticket?
Max of one ticket. It doesn't take that many points to get a ticket. You only have to have 250 points.
Wait, what?
Right?
How many points
So,
to buy
like,
a ticket?
if you do exclamation point points and you see how many points you have,
Right.
you need
10 points for a ticket?
10 points for a ticket.
Yeah, you said 250.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
like, holy
I
crap.
messed up. I don't know how the math works. I messed up.
I'm
Okay.
just about to put the raffle in there.
Yeah, and while I do that, I'm also going to point out that I'm going to use P3 for my skin because it's so much faster for me. P3 is my easy mode. The other day I did, what did I do? I did all scale 75 skin. And I will tell you, if I made that look easy, I'm so sorry. Because it's not easy. P3 is easy compared to the other. Because it's just very hard to get scale 75 skin is smooth. Alright, I already got Rim Flesh on my palette. Alright, ready? Here is
They're
Cardiff.
the same thing, Deacon.
What's the same thing am I missing? I'm missing stuff on my chat again. That's why. Oh my goodness. Can I recap what I'm using the green as a base color for? Adept Deadpan. So it acts like a cool shade. I'm going to show you this right now. I'll do it on her knee because this will be the easiest way to see how the knee is. I'm going to basically highlight with the flesh tones. The green becomes sort of a neutral. It doesn't look green from a distance anymore. See that? So the oranges and the reds that are in the skin counteract. It's a color theory thing. And it acts as a cool neutral, whereas like when warm tones come forward and cool tones recede. See, boom, boom. And see how nice the P3 is blending? And that's because P3 is a jam. P3 is meant to dry. It takes a little longer for it to dry, so it's just that much easier to blend on the skin. All right, so do you guys see how I left the green in between the cracks? All right, everybody's checking points. Let me check something here. Katie M's like, what? Okay, everybody's checking points because they're all excited about getting a one-on-one coaching. An hour. Yays. Yeah. Okay, good. So did we do the tick? Yeah, one ticket, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So I just did a quick highlight layer of peach. Shadow Claimer hosting. Thank you so much, Shadow. Everybody, if you have not followed Shadow Claimer, he's super fun to watch, and he's often on before me too, so he's a good one to like catch. How are you, Shadow Claimer? Did you have a good stream? We're doing a giveaway, Shadow, of a one-on-one hour-long coaching with me. 2 of my $24.99 subscribers said they just didn't have time and they wanted to donate to the good cause. So we went ahead and you guys just have to do what? Exclamation point ticket to enter?
Yep. Well, and a number 1.
And a number 1. One, what?
You capped it at 1. So
yeah, one ticket. Everybody gets 1 ticket. So, so yeah, if you're interested in, you have to be a follower, and you have to have at least 10 points to enter. So that means you need to have been watching for a little bit anyway. So, yeah, Rainer, enter ticket. What is it? Exclamation point ticket 1, so that you can see if you can get an hour-long coaching with me. That's what we're raffling
Need a space
right now. Yeah, space.
It's actually tickets. I think it's.
Is it tickets?
Yes.
We need to get that right. We got a whole bunch of different. Dingo did 3 different things.
There needs to be a space after ticket.
Why don't you type it for people, Mike, so they can just cut and copy. Sorry, I'm being bossy. Please. Okay. You guys see how I left like the shadow in between her boobs and good boobs. And again, I left the shadows between the fingers, and we're just highlighting with the peach. Gabrielle, hello. Thank you so much. And Shana Tova. Yep, you can't argue with that, crew quest. So that's what we're doing. We're doing that little raffle. See these fingers right there? Make sure to those. I'm trying to speed paint while you guys are getting in on this. Here we go. Did I say your name right? Gabrielle? Is it Gabrielle? I'm not sure. I left a mold line right across her fingers. I'm so embarrassed.
Amateur.
I'm just trying to get them done. And okay, so on her face, underneath her eyes, and down like on her cheekbones, right? A little bit on the ball of the chin and on the bridge of the nose. But the rest, it's okay if it's mostly green, because we're going to go back in. Sounds great. Awesome. Voodoo Mistress and Agent Deadpan. Good. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Who are these minis? These are Kingdom Death, Rawhide. Rawhide? Did we say Rawhide?
I don't know.
I think Rawhide. Katie, I'm obsessed knows. Rawhide Survivors. This is the Rawhide set, and we're speed painting them because we have 3 that we want to get to the point where they look like this. So, and I'm showing you guys the fast way. You would love a coaching, but with the munchling, you'll never have time. Yeah, that's kind of what some of the other guys were saying, and they just didn't have time either. Oh, cool. In the World of Warcraft, you know what? In World of Warcraft, my character's name was Shoshana. I actually got my own name as a screen name.
But it's not like your name's Mike.
Right, that's true. Yeah, but I was kind of surprised to still get it, because, you know, I think Shoshie might have been taken, actually.
Yay! Mistress to subscribe for 4th month.
Tucky Jaw? Is that how I say that? Tucky J? Where's my pen? Here it is.
I don't know what you're talking
New
about.
follower. We just have a new follower.
Well, Voodoo Mistress subscribed for a 4th month.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Woohoo, 4 months. New followers.
And follower.
Yeah.
And Azuki Star 87.
Okay. Let me make sure I get this spelled right. PKYJA. And I missed the other one. Add you, Gabrielle? Just type exclamation point tickets 1, and if you have enough tickets, it will enter you automatically. Yeah, you do know a lot about, that's why you're KDM obsessed. I had another follower, but I missed it, Mike. Did the bot not pick it up? Means a tabletop. Oh no.
Pazuki Star 87.
I spell it.
Puhdeookie.
That's awesome.
Star
That? Oh. Like that?
87. No, the word star, silly.
Oh. There. Thank you, Pazuki Star 87 and Tuckyya or Tucky Jaw, however I say it. What's Y? Oh. ADM is life. Aw, somebody just gave Millennius from 5 stars. That's awesome.
No, I tried and failed.
Oh,
you wrote down the wrong name, apparently.
I think it's GIF. It's gift or give.
No, it's not the command that's wrong.
Oh.
It's the username doesn't exist.
Oh. Okay. Didn't understood. I'm sorry. Tell him what to type.
For what?
Ethereum just started following as well. Dretherium.
Dr. Ethereum.
Oh, just Dr. Ethereum. It could be Dre. Dretherium.
Oh, she doesn't play anymore.
Ah, okay. Oh, I can't. Yeah, no. I'm 7 years clean from World of Warcraft. All right, so his skin is done. Her skin is close to being done. This is the Cardic flesh again. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I don't play World of Warcraft. I was very, very, very badly addicted. It was one of those games that was too much fun. So I don't play anymore. I paint instead. That's my new thing. And it's actually probably a better deal for everybody. Probably. No. Like seriously clean. Yes. I get a badge at 10 years. You get, yeah, I get a badge. Bad. Stadium obsessed. All right, I'm not being as careful as I should be over here, so I'm gonna go look. I don't want this too streaky. Here again on the hands. Yeah, I think anyone who's played World of Warcraft for any length of time understands. And they either still have the WoW crack or they have had it in the past. You can't decide how to paint your Phoenix. So what I did was I went and looked up, like, I think I Googled ugly bird. Okay? And I found there's this Australian bird, and Dingo can back me up. It's called, I think it's an Australian bird, but it's called the Undertaker bird. Google Undertaker bird. It's seriously ugly. And I used that for my number one inspiration for my Phoenix. Undertaker bird. They're really the most yucky looking bird. And then I also I Googled old man skin. Because it has hands, right? There's hands and there's sort of a face as well. So old man skin. And then I also Googled, what? Oh, my mic, am I up too high? Okay, is that better? Okay, I'm talking.
I can't tweak it if you stop talking.
Okay, so old man skin, and I also Googled starling. It's like American starlings are also they're kind of colorful. So let's see. Yes, marabou stork. Exactly. Yeah, I know. Isn't that nasty? Marabou. It is gross, but it's perfect for the Phoenix, don't you think? Look at that. I mean, especially like all of the like gross parts.
Abini413 is now following.
Awesome. How do I spell that?
ABANY.
83?
What'd I say?
I think you said 83. Marabou
413.
413. Thank you so much for the follow. Abani. I write you guys down because I want to make sure to thank you. And so if I write it, then I'm more likely not to forget. They're mean? Have you, where are they, where are they from? I could have swore they were, or maybe they're in Africa. They're either in Africa or they are in, they're either that or either in Australia. I can't remember. Yeah, they're scary. Hello, howdy. It has been forever. I've seen you a bunch on Instagram, but I have not seen you in chat for a while. Uh-oh, there's cat hair. Wait, where is it? There it is. Boom. Cat hair's for you guys. Oh no. It's not letting me do my emotes. I don't know why. There. Here we go. Sending you cat hairs. That's okay. Don't be sorry. I'm just happy to see you. Oh, hydroacid. You Googled necrosis. Yeah, I understand. Your wife was probably like, oh my gosh, what are you doing?
So Dingo's asking about seeing your palette set up and all that kind of stuff. And
look at the mess. So ignore all of these other colors. I guess some of them reconstituted themselves. Yeah, that's what happened. This whole thing had dried out, and it looks like some of the paints have actually reconstituted themselves, like these down here, because they were not. Yeah, they're still a little bit dry. This one's not though. That's there's all my flesh tones, and there's my olive over here. That is pretty much my palette situation. And then I just reuse my paper because I'm lazy and I didn't have enough to really go very far, so I'm trying to stretch it. And Diego says, I know it's gonna, oh, that's where he said he wants to see the actual palette set up. Okay, well we can I can leave it on here if you want to watch. It's just, there we go. So, I thin out the paint a little bit. I don't use it full strength. And I'm going over the top.
And that varies by the brand of paint, right?
Yeah, but I still thin it out even if it's, whether it's scale 75 or P3. I mean, it's pretty much...
I guess what I'm saying is the amount that you thin it out.
Yeah, I eyeball it so that you can still see how I can see the palette through. Not too much, but enough. And I'm just going over all of the areas, all the shadowed areas, like the eye sockets, under the eyes. Oh, I just accidentally colored his eye. That's when you take the brush and you just wick it up with a dry brush, and you can go back in with the green. Oh yes, it is the new Kickstarter wet palette by Redgrass Games, and I did back their Kickstarter because they sent this to me and I was very happy with it. I really, really like how it works. The palette paper is really nice. So I have other palette paper that's from the art store, and if you use it over time, it eventually starts degrading and it starts crumbling and making like lots of lint into your paint. This has never done that. And the other thing that I like about it is that it really does keep your paint wet for a long time. If I covered this every single time, it would last a very long time. It's supposed to also be antimicrobial. I'm going to make sure to get into this recess here. Oops, I just got a whisper. Hang on a second. Okay, so Silver Nail's going to try. Oh, yes. So I'm going to link Silver Nail's. This is what she wants to try for her Phoenix. I'm going to link it in the chat. This is by the artist Nick Wurtz, and actually I have his website next to me somewhere. Let me see if I can do it. It should be !spiral. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, Nick is amazing. I did a shout out for him last time. And so because of that, that's why I have him as a command. Hey Mike, did you do !spiral? That will give us the website for Nick Wurtz too. We just linked in chat. There we go. Spiraled it. There we go. See? He's a fantastic artist, and he's really excels at what is it called? OSL. He told me he uses Vallejo for his vivid blues, and he says he thinks those have some of the brightest pigments. All right, so skin is that's the base of the skin on those guys. We've got the green in the crevices. Anywhere there's a shadow, it's going to stay kind of green. Now, the next color is this mid-tone right here. This is the Midland Flesh, and I'm going to go, I need to thin this out even more than it already is. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight in a smaller amount. And it's okay if I go a little bit into the green with this because it is lighter. The green kind of shows through it more than the dark. Does that make sense? There we go. And then again.
You're a little low.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying not to be in my palette. There we go. And then on the backs of the hands and wherever, like on the knuckles, wherever light is hitting. So like underneath, it's not as important to get that. Oh man, I just messed that up. I guess we're not going for super accuracy, we're going for finished. And oh, I want to read you guys something else that I sent for Weird Brush, because remember how I told you, can you put the cam on my face, Mike? I'm sorry. So Weird Brush, because the model that we worked on wasn't perfect, he was going to strip the whole thing. And I'm very much against stripping models, and here is a good reason why, and I'll read this to you. Okay, so this is like from a Tumblr thing. Art and Fear, David Bales and Ted Orland. The Queedy, I don't know what that is. Okay, so here's what it says. The ceramics teacher announced on opening day that he was dividing the class into 2 groups. All of those on the left side of the studio, he said, would be graded solely on the quantity of work they produced, and all those right solely on its quantity. No. Quality on the left, quantity on the left, quality on the right.
Don't shout into the microphone.
Sorry, I don't mean to shout. Okay, so his procedure was simple. On the final day of class, he would bring in his bathroom scales and weigh the work of the quantity group. 50 pounds of pots rated an A, 40 pounds a B, and so on. Those being rated on quality, however, needed to only produce 1 pot, albeit a perfect one, to get an A. So, well, grading time came, and a curious fact emerged. The works of the highest quality were all produced by the group being graded for quantity. It seems that while the quantity group was busily churning out piles of work and learning from their mistakes, the quality group had sat theorizing about perfection, and in the end, had little more to show for their efforts than grandiose theories and a pile of dead clay. So that is what I told Weird Brush. I said, this is why I don't like it when people strip stuff at all. So basically, if you want to put that in simple terms, just make it. Just make stuff. Eventually it will be good stuff. And I'm paraphrasing because it actually says the S word in here. Just make it.
Oh no.
Yep. Maybe most of it will be
shit.
Poop, right? But you can't make good poop if you're not making a lot of poop.
Especially if you're shouting into the microphone.
Get excited and make things. Yes. So I hope everybody, look, preach. Yes, I want you guys to remember that. Don't worry so much about being perfect. You will get better. Just make a lot. And if you have KDM, you have plenty of things to practice on. You do not have time to mess with one figure for 10 hours. You've got too much to paint.
You have super glue?
I do. I always have. It's gonna work on stuff while I'm streaming.
Not a lot.
Real
Just a
Ken,
little.
that is good. As long as you're having fun and making lots of it, you will get better. You can't help it. Good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm glad everybody agrees. You strip all the time. You're banned from most clubs. No more stripping, Deacon. I forbid it. At least don't tell me about it if you do it. I'll be like, don't do it. No stripping. Oh, I see. You're talking about you silly.
I'd have to get a surgery to do that.
You just got back and Shoshie's Mini is shouting about poo. Yep. Okay. So we got that second layer, I think. I don't think I got the face, but this is the lighter version of the face. And now we're just hitting tops of the eyebrows, bridge of the nose. Again, a little bit of the cheekbones, a little bit of the chins. That's about it, right? Leaving all the rest because we're creating contrast for the rest of the face. I'm sorry, I'm yelling again, aren't I?
No. It's when you shout into the
I was getting very passionate and excited.
Right. You can do that, just lean back from the microphone.
Okay. Save the extreme painting for fancy models like the funeral rich. Sure, yes. Yeah, for gaming models, just paint them. Just keep painting them. You'll get better. And even if you don't fuss too much even about the funeral rich, which one of the reasons why I like to paint in Google Hangouts or in Discord is because it gets my mind off of the perfectionism. I'm talking to other people and I'm kind of zoning out while I'm painting. Same thing goes on Twitch. And so then I'm not constantly thinking about what I'm doing. And if anything you can do, thank you, Memnor. When I'm able to focus on somebody else and not on the painting a little bit, it just it helps me. It helps me. Okay, so do you see that bright highlighted blob I put on his knee? It's a little too big. I'm gonna just blend it in for now, and then I'll go back and hit it with the darker tone and glaze it down. That's okay, right? So I want it probably about that big, but we still need to glaze it down because that's a lot brighter than I would care about a man's leg being. Men can have a little bit darker skin tone because traditionally they have hairier legs, right? In fact, I'm going to glaze this right now with a little bit of that. See? That's the cardiac flesh going right over it, but because it's glazed, it's just a thin amount. It blends it in nice. I mess that up a little bit.
Maka 44 Drift just started following.
Woohoo! Let me write your name down. Maka 44 Drift. Welcome.
Oh dear lord.
What?
Deacon said that he strips all the time, especially because he gets models from other people that have been painted.
Yeah.
He actually got one that was painted with oil paint once.
Oh. Was that the Maka's follow?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, well, okay, so if you're going to strip other people's stuff, that's different. I would say don't go back and fix your own work all the time. Just start new stuff. So I know everybody has grays that they need to paint. All right, so I'm leaving that well enough alone. Does he have a forehead up there? Yes, he does. I'm using the darkest color for a little tiny strip of forehead on his... And he's got skin already. All right, she did not get the lightest. Now because she's female, you can go a little bit lighter with her. This is that final Rin flesh. Yeah, it doesn't look awkward to have lighter tone, girl. Yeah, if you carry on after mistakes, sometimes you discover something awesome. Exactly. I cannot stress that enough. Bob Ross calls those happy accidents.
And then sometimes you have a bush.
Well, yeah, happy bush. My watercolor teacher, so watercolor is a very interesting discipline because basically once you put that color, if you used a staining color, it is probably on that paper for good. So we used to have to basically, you know, if we made a mistake, you had to live with it, or you had to make it look like you did it on purpose, because otherwise you would be wasting maybe a $15 sheet of paper. And if you're a young starving artist, $15 is a lot for a piece of paper. So I would just go with it. If I made a mistake, I would like I said, find a way to make it look like it's on purpose or fix it. Most of the time, if you're thinning your paints, you're not going to have too difficult a time fixing mistakes. Okay, watch me do her face. I'm going to take glasses off, exclamation point, glasses off. This is where I get in close, a different nose, and like a T-zone, as we call it in the makeup world.
Nice. No, you can have your head down. Just raise your volume.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
All right. You see how it's pretty white underneath her eyes, and then a little bit on her bottom lip and a little bit on her chin. Now it's brighter than it needs to be, but remember, we're going to glaze it back down. I'm going to take that midland flesh, make sure that's dry enough. And then I'm going to that might not be thin enough. Thin it out a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. That over everything, pull it all together. Down the neck. We've got a little bit of green underneath the chin still. I'm going to go back and paint that in. And a little bit of Cardiac flesh as well. That darkness I need. Okay. Did everybody get that? You can go and check out my Flower Witch video on YouTube if you want to check out skin tones even more. Alright. Now, so we've got that. I want to show you one of the secrets that we did not show the last time, and that is turquoise. And I want you to think about skin tones, Caucasian skin tones, in... Where's my moldy ochre? I had it, but it's missing now. Is it? Nope. So I normally, oh, here it is. There we go. Check these colors out. We've got Murderous Magenta, Arcane Blue, and Moldy Ochre. And when you look at these, it does not really matter if you use the exact same colors, but you want basically cyan, magenta, and yellow. Those are the triads, the original triad for printing. And that's what I use to help me make cools and warms with my skin tones. So I'm going to put a little drop of this. You don't need much of any of this, just like about that much on my palette for each one of these colors. How long are we going to do the raffle till?
At least quarter till.
Okay.
So about 55 minutes.
Yeah, you only get to buy one ticket, so don't worry about entering more than once. Okay. Ooh, this paint is really old. Okay, it's so good. A little bit of that. You need probably the least amount of this and the least amount of the magenta. Ah. Now, these last three colors are what really help that green turn it all into a real skin tone. Okay, watch this. I'm going to take the blue, and this is just the tiniest amount of blue. That is probably more than enough right there. Just a little dot. Dot, dot, dot. Not a lot. I'm going to put a little bit where the shadows are going to go, and then I'm going to water down my brush real quick. Or spit blend, whichever comes. We'll see. I let it dry too long. That again with the bit wet. Here we go. And see how it makes like a little blue? I need to go back over it with the Cardic Flesh. There we go, but it did cool down quite a bit right there. See that? Okay, again with this over here. You got to be quick. A little bit. And in places like under the neck. A little bit here. All the places like by the wrists. Anywhere where there's going to be like a little bit of a shadow. Right? Oh, and all back here too. Full spot. Now that's probably too much. So I glaze it back a little bit, so I thin it out. I'm going to add a little bit more Cardic Flesh to it because it's going to mix a little bit with, you're kind of mixing on the model. This isn't too confusing for people. Okay, now with the magenta. Magenta is going to go on places where blood vessels are. They're going to go on knees. And you barely need any magenta because it gets very pink quickly. So I'm just going to put a very little amount. And it needs to be very much thinned, which I'm spit blending it because I need to be that fast. And just again, a little bit where I had this cyan, and it's going to mix together to make kind of a shadowy, kind of a purpley color. We'll mix. And then on knuckles. And then when we get to her face, I can get this knuckle too. Gonna go on the tip of the nose, cheekbones. Not want it too bright or it's gonna look clowny like this. This looks clowny. If it does get too clowny on you, go back in with this flesh tone, the midland flesh, and just glaze over it, tone it down a little bit. Then on the bottom lip, female, so we can make it even more pink than normal. She's got way too much red on her face. Now I'm going to take the Rin flesh. I'm spit blending. It's gross, but fast. That's much better. See how I toned that down quite a bit? Okay, so about the Phoenix, Silver Nail. What are you going to do? Hey, Maca44 Drift. Oh, you're Flick's brother? Whoa, that's awesome. I'm going to tell him that you were here.
Kevin Port just started following.
Gavin 4? Port. Okay. Gavin Port. I see it. Oh. Maca. Did I say that wrong? Oh. Oh, M-A. Yeah, M-A. Oh. How's that? Gavin Port. Welcome. All right, where am I now? Okay, so we got a little bit of that knee. See how much alive she looks now? And then same thing on him. Wait, he's already painted. It's this one. Knees. Oh, and if you're doing a larger figure, don't forget the ears. Ears and nose. Those are places where capillaries are close. He doesn't have an ear showing, so we're not going to worry about that. A little bit on the end of the nose. Even though he's a dude, we're going to give him just a touch of red by the face. I want to show you something else with this guy. If you take a little bit of that turquoise, mix it with a little bit of the magenta to make a purpley color, and then take it against his face.
King Chuckwagon now following.
Hey, King Chuckwagon, welcome. We're just doing a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow on this dude here. A little bit of purple is basically mixing magenta and the cyan together. See that? He looks like Proper dude now. Let me write down that other name. What was it? Mike?
Huh?
Is it past 5? Yes, it's past 5 here. It's 7:57. King Chuckwagon, that was it. Oh, I'm gonna King Chuckwagon. Welcome. Hopefully that didn't go off too there. Okay. All right. Oh. So again with the turquoise in the shadows, so like way up here, and you barely need any, just a tiny bit. But if you look at my skin, you can see the blue undertones because of the veins. That's what we're basically mimicking here. And with such a small mini, you don't need to do it a lot. It's mixing with the green with your eye. It blending again because it's fast. And if it gets to be too much of a weird color, you bring back your Cardic flesh or your Midland flesh, whichever one you need. You're creating layers. It's as if it were like stained glass, because skin is translucent. It's not opaque. Here's a little bit of pink on the knees and on the knuckles. And then the yellow. This is the last little bit. In the yellow, you're going to think in terms of sunlight. Where is sunlight hitting? For me, this sun is hitting from this direction. And I'll show you guys a trick that I've done before. You can take your phone and turn on the flashlight and shine it on your mini to give yourself a sense. If you don't have an airbrush to basically create that, that's what I did with this. You can see where the sun is shining on him, like that. Now in Kingdom Death there's no sun, but we need some kind of light source, so we can assume somebody's holding up a lantern or something. So we give a little bit of this fake light effect on the cheekbones here, right? A little bit on his hand and on his knees right here. And I'm using that moldy ochre. There's lantern bugs everywhere. Oh, that's true. Basically nighttime with fireflies. I didn't know that. Okay. So again, it's a little too yellow. We take that Midland flesh again. Hopefully it's dry enough. Glaze it back over so that we blend it all in together. And that yellow, if you were going to go to make like a golden skin tone, that yellow is actually going to be what you're going to need to make it appear like that person has more of his lip is seriously blue. I'm going to take the Cardic flesh, which is my darkest flesh tone. Glasses off. Now that I'm looking closer to his face, I can see a lot more. And I need a black of some kind. I'm going to use this. It's a Negro Gray, which in Spanish Negro means black, because scale 75 are Spanish paint. Here we go. And I like this color because it's also not pure black, and so it's not super, super dark. And I'm going to just paint the eye sac completely. Fill them in. Okay. Just going to...
Too quiet.
Too quiet. Well, because I'm trying to... I tried to paint his top lip, and I'm going to see if I can paint... That guy doesn't have a top lip. It does. I'm going to use a little bit of the black mixed with the cyan for that. top lips are always going to be darker than the bottom lip because it's more in shadow. You look, this lip sticks out more. I'm going to try to constitute a little bit of this dark red I've got up here. Okay, so for her, I'm just bottom lip with the dark red, and then when we get a chance, highlight it as well. Now I need to black out the eye sockets, just like I did on the dude. Turn it upside down to get the other eye. See that? Got that eye already. This one has a mask, but I'm still gonna go in, black out the eye sockets, because with the mask, it's gonna be even darker. Say that dark. I would assume that if you're wearing a mask, you're not gonna see the whites of their eyes or anything. Okay, you got that one. Good. All right, now, because they're so little, I'm not sure I'm gonna do all the details on the eyes. Let me go ahead and try to paint this dude's upper lip. All right, that's good enough. All right. I see a little bit of green. I want to cover up here. This is the card flesh. I'm just going to put this across his cheeks. That 5 o'clock shadow makes a big difference on him. I think it makes it look very masculine compared to the female characters. All right, we're done with the faces for now. I'm not going to mess with eyes when I'm on stream because it's just too difficult. So now I'm going to look at the different colors that I got, and I'm going to basically recreate everybody's to look this similar to hers. And I think since those two girls are the same, that's going to be the easiest. I'm going to give her, what do you think? What color hair? Red or brown? I don't want to make her blonde because I've already got a blonde. How about red? Let's try it. I'm going to start with this shrapnel red that we had for the rest of the hot pink. Ooh, let's try it. Why not, right? Why not? I like the idea because they do sort of have what do you call it? Anime kind of characters in this game. So the first color I have is called Baal Crimson. See how well I can do. Ooh, holy cow! I like this. Go ahead and give Katie I'm Obsessed 5 points for good idea. That is crazy. Definitely feels anime now. I like it when people give me suggestions too, because then I don't have to think as much. I'm lazy. You like it? Yay! I'm trying to see. Oh, she's got like 2 headband things back here. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be cute. Yeah, I listen to you guys. That's why I reward people who get involved in the chat a lot, because I like your ideas. I like to go with them. Nobody says survivors can't find ways to change their hair color. Exactly. Well, and we have no idea where this world is. There's nothing that says that they're not like some kind of genetically modified. We don't know the real story behind it. I don't know what's up with Kingdom Death.
Before the darkness.
Yeah, let me see if I can give her some pink eyebrows.
So I won't name myself. Ask, do you ever paint non-metallic metals, or do you always use metallic paints for metals?
I usually always use metallics, but I'll show you. I attempted non-metallic on this one, on the sickles, and I'm pretty happy with it. So we decided we're going to do that on the rest of these as well. Although I have to say that everybody else's stuff is made of bone, so we'll just make it like a bone non-metallic. I mean, we'll just run with it, right? But yeah, 90% of the time I do go with metallics because I like how it looks, and I find myself I'm more confident with it. Although I do think that I should get out of my comfort zone. Can't really encourage other people to do that if I'm not doing it myself. Right? Got a little spot on her face I'm trying to cover a little bit. It's like a little green spot. There we go. That's much better. Alright, so let's go. Let me see what we've got colored wise. Let's give her this ivory colored headbands. Where's my ivories? Did I use this or did I use this? I did. I'm going to use Manoff White highlight, and I'm going to mix it with that light skin tone color that I got from Scale 75. One. I like it. Kind of using the black of the primer as my sort of outline, so I'm letting a little bit of that black show on the edges. There we go. It's sort of acting like a little cartoon outline a little bit. I'm trying to paint it easily. Okay. I do like this. Give a couple little other highlights. That's cute. Now, right here. Mixing that ivory color with a little bit of that red. Ooh, that's very pretty. Look at this. So I'm gonna see where her hair bows out. That's where you're gonna put your highlights. And do little short. Follow the edges of the hair. There's little lines on it. You're gonna make them a little bit bigger to start. And then we're going to get smaller and brighter. So now I'm going to use that ivory that I had, the Manoff White highlight, and mix a little bit with that color. Make sure that it's more ivory than it is pink. And this one is going to be smaller, little smaller bits. It's going to keep layering smaller and smaller. See that? See how it actually makes it look lighter and low? There we go. Okay, and then back here we're going to go back to that sort of darker pink plus the ivory. And these are bigger highlights, right? And then we're gonna go to more ivory. So it's more ivory than pink. And this is just going to be very small on the very edges. Yeah, very small. And if you need to, you can go just straight ivory. No pink, and very, very, very tiny on the little tops where that little glint, little anime glint is going to be. That is the one thing that I learned that made such a big difference. I used to get criticism from other painters. I mean, not that it's bad criticism, but they would say, like when I would ask them to critique my work, they'd say, your shadows are great, but your highlights are not strong enough. And what I learned about highlighting is that they need to be very small. Small highlights actually make a bigger difference. So it is foo to paint a little bit out of the norm color-wise. Yes. You're such a lore nerd, KDM. I love it. No, you're awesome. Okay, so we got her. She's super cute. I love her. She's got this little baby face too. Oh, we forgot the pink eyebrows. I'm gonna attempt to do eyebrows. Watch this. So you can just see an eyebrow on her face. Oh, that's not bad. I'll look a little clowny with these, but eyebrows don't have to be perfect, because we always say in the makeup world, they're cousins, not sisters, right? They don't look exactly alike. Meh, I'm not thrilled, but I'm also, again, finished, not perfect. We're not going to worry about it. I picked on a little area of her face. It's too light. It's so hard. Hello, Bob Hoffner. Welcome. And Art of Mike Disney just started following. Whoa. Thank you so much. Disney. Woo! That's great. Bob, we are entering a raffle right now for a 1-hour coaching from Shoshie's Minis. Yeah. Mike Disney, you came to the right place. Yes. We're painting Kingdom Death, and I'm not 100%. I love that, but we're going to go with it anyway. Oh. Okay, so, did I have an ochre? Yes. This is the ochre color I used as a base. I used it as a base for this top and this in her hair, but on some of her boots. And I'm going to shake it up. It is Hiroko by Scale Color. Oh, that's awesome. You watch my YouTube videos? Great. I'm so glad you could come to the live show. We always have them from Wednesdays from 7 to 9, and Mike's here with me. And Mondays from 7 to 9 in the morning, and a Friday from 2:30 to 4:30. So this is the best time zone right now to catch for the Americans. Mike meet Mike. Yes, exactly. Mike.
It's never happened before.
Never. So I'm just trying to get in. It looks like I got a little brown mixed in. It wasn't that straight yellow. Again, we're just getting it done. Done. Oh, you know what? I'll go over all of that. This is the part that was the light color. Her sleeves are a little bit different. I see. Okay, we can do that. So, KDM, obsessed. You're the lore nerd. I'm gonna call you that since you called that yourself. Do you happen to know the rawhide set? Is that Screaming Antelope, or is that everything? I can't remember how I made that.
Rawhide is just Hide.
Everybody with hides. Thought so. Yeah, she's like,
Bingo's asking how you prime.
How I prime? I use Stynylrez, airbrush primer, I use like the white and the black. And what I do is, see how this is black? I start with black, and then I add a little bit of white to it as like I'm almost done with it, right? So then it kind of mix it, and it turns kind of gray in the cup. And then I spray that on in the same direction that I'm gonna do my lighting, right? And then the last color that I use is gonna be white. So there's no white back here because the light's not hitting her from the back. It's all from the front. And I'm just base coating as quickly as I can. This is nice and opaque, so I don't have to worry too much. Get a little bit more over here. And then this little weird strap of cloth. And so, yeah, Stynylrez is the only primer that I use, and it's airbrush primer. And I do it because I pre-shade with it, just like this. And I feel like it speeds up my process by so much. It makes it so much faster. Alright, so then I've got my my shrapnel red, and I'm going to go on the sleeves. Doesn't need to be 100% perfect. Rawhide is love, rawhide is life. There we go. Rawhide is everything. Well, then that's where I was thinking it'd be good set to try first, because it's so useful. Get that whole part of her back this color as well. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just getting paint on. This got layered over that yellow bit, I think.
Good morning, Genuine Vision.
Genuine Vision! Hey guys! Everybody give him a follow. Genuine is my mate from Ireland that lives in Korea, right? Yep. We're painting Kingdom Death Survivors, Jan. Are you just now getting up? It must be morning. What time is it? It is 8:20 here, so that means I don't know what time it is in your neck of the wood. Oh, Jan, we're raffling away 1 hour coaching if you're interested. He's a better painter than me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So we had our first settlement wipe probably a couple months ago. We haven't played more than once since then. So we're hoping to start playing it again regularly this weekend.
We're hoping to get a game going with some friends this weekend, and even if we don't have friends, we're still going to probably play by ourselves. Alright, so for whatever reason, this paint is being very persnickety on me, and it's being very thin. But I'm working with it anyway. So I may need more than one coat. Looks like these boots parts. Also red. See how it covers on the black much better. That's because it's very transparent. So when you have a transparent color, having a darker color underneath it's very nice. Bit 2 is also going to be red. See? Actually that whole... Did I miss it? Yeah, this bit there. Thief is nearly finished. Awesome. Throw up a link, Jan. We want to see. This means you need to go back over the next months and record language 11 through 15 to 30. Oh my goodness. So this is a little bit of that gray color, and I'm going in and I'm kind of trying to throw in some shadows. It's still wet. It's being annoying. I'm gonna look for a different color while I do this. Hold on. Indian shadow. That might be good color to try to mix because it's going to be way more pigmented. Less transparent, hopefully. Ah, yes. A little different color though. So, yeah, this is what I made the ruff on the fur. Yep, that's that color right there. For whatever reason, I decided to make all the fur kind of a reddish color. Wanted it to be different because I knew that I would be doing lots of other fur tones, and I wanted this to stand out and be really noticeable. You too. Hey, Love Minis, what's up? Did you enter the raffle yet, Love Minis? We're having a raffle right now. You can buy one ticket only per person, and if you win, you get a 1-hour video coaching or email coaching with me, one-on-one. You just have to set up the time. By the way, if anybody's entering and realizes, oh, I don't have time to do this, you can always forfeit your raffle and have it go to somebody else. Gift it. You can also gift your winning to somebody. I'd rather just set it up with you so we don't have to do it again. Yay, good. Aw, that's so nice. Falcon Punch Drunk, that was super nice of you. We've got some really, really good people in our chat. Very generous. It is nice. It only costs one ticket, so other people can give tickets to people if they like. Definitely don't mind. Did you miss something while walking? You will never know. We're doing a raffle. This is, and we've been painting survivors from Kingdom Death, the rawhide. But the raffle is exclamation point tickets, and that's all you need to do to enter, and you get a 1-hour coaching. That's what we're raffling off. So you'll just have to contact me off stream. Just send me a whisper, and we can set up a time. The best times for me to do coachings are honestly during the day, Tuesday, or pretty much anytime Tuesdays and Thursdays, and on the weekends, because that's when I'm not streaming for sure. Yeah, I'm happy to work with people's schedules, even if they're not available on those times as well. Okay, is that enough? That's enough, I think. That looks good. Good enough. Next. You made it just in time. Yes, you did. That's fine with me. I really like that pink hair. ADM, that was a good idea. What color should we make this dude's hair? And this one too, we don't have a hair color for him, although I kind of like the idea of making his brown, but I'm open. We can make them different colors if we need to. I think it's fun. We did some other colors on some of my other survivors. We had a pink-haired girl, I think. But there's all this little bits of, there we go. On the boots. Axeman should have orangish brown hair. Yes, let's do that. I like that idea. Go ahead and give Hydro Acid Clown 86 5 points, Mike. Hydro Acid Clown. How did you come up with that? Did you use a name generator? Pretty awesome. Alright, let me know if you guys are getting bored, because I can switch to something more exciting than base coating here. Although I'm pretty happy with how fast things are going. I'm not boring myself, so that's a good sign. Decided to get a good painting again and call it HAC Job Minis. Oh, okay. Oh, Hack Job. I love it. I knew it. I knew a friend of mine, he called his painting studio Side Hustle Painting. I was like, I'm not so sure about the marketing choice in that. Going back to her color, I'm going to use Bloodstone. I think that's going to make a better color. I love this color so much. It's very leathery looking. That with my brush. I need more. I need to buy more Bloodstone. I think I bought the last of the Bloodstone at Gen Con from the P3 booth. Alright. Yeah. This will, watch how not transparent that is. Boom. So nice. So smooth. That's what I was going for. I couldn't get with the other colors. So keep in mind, this is just base coat. So much nicer. It's got a color underneath it, so that does help. And then her belt, the light. Something else to think about. See how I've got light next to dark, next to light, next to dark. They create contrast by being next to each other, right? Light is next to dark. Wait. Okay, that's fine. I want to make sure that I was doing that the right color. I love P3. I like Scale 75 too. In fact, I'm supposed to be talking to them tomorrow. We're going to hammer out our sponsorship deal. I'm so excited. We've been talking about it for the whole summer. And both of us have been just crazy busy. So, but I will have information for you guys hopefully by Friday. And we'll find out how that's all going to work out. Woo! Yeah. I am also, I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to, but I'm going to attempt to try to take a class in Texas. I got to work out like lots of details to make it happen. But if it does work out, I'm hoping to take a class from Julio Cabo. He's one of the head studio painters for Scale 75. It'd be like a 2-hour class, or 4-day class, 2 lessons, 2 classes. One is like one of their fantasy characters and one would be a historical character, so that would be amazing. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be in, oh, I can't remember the name. It's somewhere in Texas. It's near Dallas, Fort Worth. Alright, okay, so here's that light color that we're contrasting with. It's ivory. So I'm trying to match as closely as I can. This is that light, it's the light flesh color from Scale 75. And then, like I said, I told you how I basically layered over the ochre. It looks better that way. They have a new game camp. Yeah, the Smog Riders game is their newest Kickstarter. So maybe they will send me some Smog Riders to paint. I painted one of them. I painted that Rich Walrus guy. He was really fun. I painted him as when I was in the booth. I painted for them in their booth at World Expo. That was fun. And he invited me to paint in the booth again at Adepticon, but I told him, I said, I don't know for sure if I'm going to have time to paint in the dealer hall because I'm going to be teaching classes at Adepticon. I got invited. So if you're coming to Adepticon, look for my classes because I will be teaching skin tones. Yeah, I will be teaching basing, all kinds of good stuff. Oh, I forgot. This piece right here is also that kind of ivory color as well. See, that's very nice. It covers really well. It covers a dark color easily. Kind of match them up. Does he lose his ticket if he logs off?
No.
Nope. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll let you know if you win. I don't think you have to be present. You just have to be entered. This is a little bit of this ochre color. Highlighting with it. I'm trying to thin it out, but it's being streaky on me. And that's because it's a flat paint. And P3 is a satin, so the two finishes are not playing well together. But I was being too impatient, as always. It'll be alright. Take some of that shrapnel color and mix it. There we go. That's perfect. That's what I wanted. All right, and
Whippoorwill Game says hi.
Hey, Whippoorwill. Sorry, I'm yelling again.
Well, just don't yell into the microphone.
Okay. Whippoorwill, enter the raffle. We're doing an hour of one-on-one coaching for the winner. Although Whippoorwill and I are pretty good buds, so he knows he can just ask me stuff pretty much on the fly. So, but it's up to you. Enter anyway. Right. I'm just highlighting up to that ochre color.
Gloria!
What just happened? Mike, stop.
It's not following.
That is not what it says.
Yeah, it does.
Let me see. Hold on.
He doesn't.
I don't see it yet. The bot hasn't told me. Oh, it is okay. Wow. Thank you, Gloria. That's not going to say that many A's. Welcome. Let me see if I spelled it right. I can do all the A's. Do you have to type that every time? Wait. How many A's are 1, 2, 3, 4? God. There's too many. We'll just do this. Welcome. Mike is reading perfect. Yes. You should see him karaoke in our car all the time.
Say what?
Mm-hmm.
I sing?
Mm-hmm. A little bit more reddish color on shirt. This is that shrapnel red. And again, I need to go back here with the ochre color. I really want this to be more light. Better. I don't think I'm gonna get it to match. I'm gonna have to just be happy, right? Have to mess with it more off stream later, maybe. This is when you tell yourself over and over again, finished. Not perfect, Shosh, just finished. Finished. We want it done. That's the color we want it. Okay, there was some blue that we've got to go back. It doesn't match because it's in different batches. Yes, that's true. Different dye lots. Right? Yeah, the hides were killed at different times. Okay. I'm noticing, see, I blopped on her leg there. We just try to make it do. I'm okay with little ones, but not too big. All right, where's the blue? I had a color called Hold the Blue that I was using for my navy. It is from, that's Decay Black, that's not it. And now I must track it down. Nope. Oh, here it is. Hold the Blue. It's beautiful. Look at this color. That color. It's so turquoise. It's really dark. It's going to go really well with these two other colors over here. It's basically a triad. So with this, we're painting all of the straps that color. And as you can see, I already got the bases how I want them. And here. She does not have little knives, but she does have the boots. I gotta take my glasses off to see. Ah. I'm just trying to paint this somewhat neatly. Somewhat being the operative. The hardest part is trying to get it so that you know, I'm still trying to speed paint it, but I'm trying to paint it so that it looks like I can accept it, you know? So I decided that I'm changing my mind to make these straps blue. I'll like that contrast colors, pink and the blue next to each other. Normally, I would have this on a holder and I wouldn't be touching the top of my mini like that. Today is not that day. Okay, I'm happy. I like that. Okay, so last bit here, let's look at her again. She's got that ivory belt. Thing. Whew. And there's a little bow back here also. I'm not getting into the little details like I did on her, but I probably will go back, touch up this bow quite a bit. Right, anything else? You see anything? Probably. Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna mess with the details because I want to get this guy done now. Wait, let's go to this guy. He's even more finished. Same thing. We're gonna do all the ivory bits. Let me know if anybody's asking me anything, Mike. Tavern and... Okay.
Dingo wants support. Purchase one of those holders. Been
Oh.
jealous ever since.
Yes.
And Whippoorwill Games says it's hard to adhere to finished, not perfect, when you know that you can do better.
Oh, trust me, I know. Yes, it's really hard. But I wanted to have a goal to get these done before I finish the stream. That was my goal. So that's what I'm gonna try to get to. And trust me, especially like me, I normally paint at a high level most of the time. I'd say all of my commissions are at a high level. And so when I go to the, that's color. When I go to a kind of a quote unquote tabletop level, it is, it's really hard for me to not keep going back. I'm not on camera, am I? Really hard for me not to go back over and over again and mess with it and mess with it. Okay. And he's got like these bits off color. I'm gonna match them a little bit. And then this back part. There was one time I painted here. Where is it? I painted this troll blood, and he is covered in cat hair. Oh my god. He's been on the floor. You can tell that. Oh my god. Alright, well he's 100% tabletop, and I probably painted him like super duper fast, but I painted these just to get him done. Oh, so much cat hair. Sorry guys. Yeah, for sure. Cat hair. There we go. Yeah, his axe broke off, by the way. But I painted him super fast, and it was funny because like I was like, dang, that's really not terrible considering he's done. I can put him on the table and not be ashamed of a gray mini. And he's not perfect, but he's done. And I was pretty, happy with it. Really, like, all I did was like put the metal on, like, do some kind of rust effects, basically. A little bit of brass here, and then I don't even think I highlighted or did anything much with his face. I think maybe some shade colors. Same thing with the leather. Like I said, it doesn't look bad. It's just normally I don't paint that level. Okay, got her. She's
Almost
done.
ready to do the drawing.
Almost.
Got about 15 minutes.
Okay, we can do it in a little bit. You guys almost ready? Everybody got entered who needs to be entered? Check to see if you bought your ticket. Or you would know actually already. Here we go. Aw. That's nice, Mike.
What am I gonna do with them? So I'll
Sure,
give them away.
might as well. People are in the chat. Give them
Am I
away.
over 1,000?
Yeah, I've
No.
got a lot too.
I've given away a lot.
Does anybody else need a ticket? Raise your hand if you haven't bought one yet. You can only buy one, so it's like if you're... Yeah, the troll blood leather. It does not look amazing. Thank you, though. Oh. Leather and skin are two of my easier things to try to attempt. And I think that's because really, if you think about it, leather is skin, right? There we go. And I'm just happy to get these guys base coated even. Where's the tweezers? Found another one. Big one. Alright, this whole undershirt thing is going to be that light color, I believe. Where's my bloodstone? That's what I needed. I like how patchy this rawhide is. Cool. Did anybody ever read ElfQuest? This reminds me a lot of ElfQuest. They used to have sort of patchy armor in the 80s. Or not armor, but like leathers. They used to have patchy leathers. Yes, yes. Awesome. I'm so happy somebody read it besides me. Oh, speaking of which, I got to show you something real quick. Mike put the cam on my face. Look at this. I got the hardcover. Can they see it?
Yep.
This is the hardcover of ElfQuest. I bought myself a treat because I was kind of down last week. Signed and numbered. This is the number 1 book of the hardcover, and I'm so happy I have it. Yay, ElfQuest. Yeah, signed, and it's number, let me see, it's in really good shape too. 2,703 out of 3,000, limited edition. Got it on eBay for a good price. But I'm just really excited. I'm nerding out a little bit for you guys. Yeah. Go back to minis. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys saw, but like a few months ago I did a commission with ElfQuest figures, and that was like my 13-year-old self was so happy. There's pictures of it on my Instagram. So, and then I ended up posting it in the ElfQuest. There's a couple ElfQuest Facebook groups, and I guess Wendy and Richard are in them, and they both liked it, and I was like, yay! All right, how much farther till the raffle?
Oh, we're gonna end the stream soon.
Okay.
All right.
Can we do it?
So has anybody not entered the stream that wants to yet?
Yeah. Let us know.
And you can check whether you've got your ticket by just typing exclamation tickets.
Yeah.
It'll tell you that how many tickets you've purchased.
This is fun. I like this. I base coated with this ochre, but then I'm trying to highlight a little bit over the top with this. It's a light flesh color. It reads as an ivory because it's so light. Sort of quickly hitting the highlight tops. Are you ready? Tell me. Don't do it till I'm ready. Tell me to stop painting when you're ready to start.
Stop painting.
Okay. Ta-da.
Ready?
Yes.
Do a countdown.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
10, 9, 8,
8,
7, 6,
5.
5,
You're slowing down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You're shouting into the microphone again, by the way.
Love minis! I bet they're very excited. They didn't expect to come here and win a 1-hour coaching. Yay! And nobody can say that's rigged because they just showed up. That's awesome. Yay! Yay! Okay, Love Minis, just whisper me and like let me know when a good time is. And hopefully you have a Skype or a Google Google handle. Hey, Fluffy Zealot. So yay, yeah, lots of hype for Love Minis. Woohoo! Excited. Yeah, so also think about a mini that you'd like to work on. If you have it already kind of started, that's probably you'll probably get even more out of it, because then I can work with you on what you've already done. And then you can utilize more of your time on tweaking something you already like rather than starting from scratch and doing something, from the ground up. But otherwise, yeah, I'm excited. An hour. I'm going to write down your name too so I don't forget. If you also would like coaching from me, N-I-N-N, wait, there we go, minis. You get a half an hour of coaching one-on-one from me with a $24.99 subscription. It's one of the benefits of being one of my $24.99 subscribers. You also get all those awesome emotes, and you get to help out the channel. That's probably one of the biggest ways of helping out the channel as well. 1 hour of coaching. She won 1 hour, or is it she or he? I'm sorry, I don't want to misgender. But the Love Minis won an hour of coaching because 2 of my subscribers said that they did not have time. And so they said, go ahead and raffle mine away. So that's how we did that. I'm excited for you. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, good. I got it right. Happy. And now I'm back to painting. All right, so we are getting very close to winding down the stream as well. I'm going to look for somebody to host. We'll put our half-finished minis here. I think she's very close. This looks good. See if I can prop these up so you can see them better. I like to put them on. There we go. Like they're nice and light, so I want to stay. Normally I have sticky tack, but not tonight. Oh well. He's got a long ways to go. All right, let me find somebody cool for hostings. Oh, I can raffle yours too, Whippoorwill? Okay, we'll do that next time. All right, I think I'm going to be hosting Sanjin. You guys, I don't know if you've seen him. He's painting a kind of cool project by Creature Caster, I can tell. And if you've not ever seen him before, he's a cool painter. So I'm going to host him. I know I see him all the time in my friends' chats, so we'll give him some love. Make sure that you type Mad Love from Shoshie's Minis. All right. Bye, guys.
You're shouting in the microphone.